So it won't get dirty. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Hey, relax. Relax, boy.
Who that?
Hey, wrong. Hey, nobody record.
Only Al can record, and I'm top dog. Al Productions.
Floyd Mayweather JOIN again. And this time, he's not just watching from ringside. He's back in the gym, gloves off, blueprint in hand, guiding his former protege, Gervonta Tank Davis, into one of the strangest, most controversial fights boxing has ever seen. And here's the twist. This isn't some random celebrity collab. It's the return of the money team, the reunion of a legend and his student. But for a fight almost nobody thought would ever happen. Because once upon a time, Tank laughed at the idea of facing Jake Paul.
I laugh at him. I feel as though in my career I can't do that right now. Why I say that? Because I ain't put in enough work. Like I'm not a Floyd Mayweather. I ain't no Manny Pacquiao or no Canelo. You know what I mean? I still got actually work to put in. That's like me.
I'd laugh at them, he said in a resurfaced interview. I feel as though in my career I can't do that right now. I ain't put in enough work. I'm not a Floyd, Manny, or Canelo. I still got work to put in. He made it clear he wanted legacy before spectacle, respect before viral moments.
In the 8th grade, trying to like do something like out this world to somebody that's already did their schoolwork and shit like that. So I think that I actually still gotta have my foot on the gas as far as boxing. Like,
you gotta completely take over and prove
like,
that.
Take this, Like, if I do that right now, they gonna look at me as a joke just as well as they look at Jake Paul.
But fast forward to now, Tank's walking into the kind of crossover chaos he once swore he'd never touch. So what changed? Why did Floyd decide now was the moment to step back into his old role as mentor? Let's break down the comeback, the controversy, and the circus that's got the entire boxing world talking.
Hey, get it, let him get his nose, get it, relax. So hard-headed. Come get some water.
This isn't just another fighter reuniting with his old trainer. It's a full circle moment, years in the making. From 2015 to 2022, Floyd Mayweather shaped Gervonta Davis under his promotional banner. Together, they built a 7-year empire of knockouts, pay-per-view headlines, and championship belts.
Let me hide it. Let me hide it. Come get a little water and keep working. That's all you gotta do, listen to me. You gotta listen at the end of the day.
But like all power duos, cracks began to show. After Tank's final fight under Mayweather Promotions, a knockout win over Rolando Romero, the partnership quietly dissolved. Behind the scenes, rumors of tension swirled, whispers about ego clashes and personal misunderstandings. Neither side ever fully explained the split, but everyone could feel it. Something personal had broken, and now they're back together. Inside the gym, Floyd's doing what he does best, tightening Tank's shoulder roll, fine-tuning his defense, and teaching him the art of being untouchable. The reunion feels symbolic. The student returning to the professor, the empire rebuilding itself. But why now? And why for Jake Paul? Because this isn't just business anymore. This is about legacy, redemption, and maybe proving something to the entire world, including each other. There's something fascinating about watching a fighter eat his own words, not out of hypocrisy, but evolution. That old interview of Tank laughing off the idea of fighting a YouTuber wasn't arrogance. It was humility. He wanted to earn his place beside the greats before crossing over into spectacle.
At the end of the day, I gave this little guy an opportunity. He should be thanking me. I'm paying him. I'm his boss. He reports to me, and I'm gonna fucking son him on November 14th. So fuck you, little man.
You paying me? Are you paying me?
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Facts?
Correct.
Yes? Correct?
Correct. I'm your daddy.
He said it himself. I ain't put in enough work. They'll look at me as a joke. But now, with Mayweather back in his corner, he's doing exactly what he once rejected, and doing it with confidence. Why the sudden shift? Simple. Timing. Legacy secured, millions in the bank, and a global spotlight waiting to be seized. Tank's not chasing fame anymore. Fame's chasing him. And when you've got Floyd Mayweather whispering in your ear that you can turn chaos into a payday, it suddenly makes sense.
I've already accomplished. That's why I'm good to come in a camp. I need him using this. I don't need him just using this. Because when you fight with just this, you get the okay Tank.
It's a full circle plot twist even Hollywood couldn't write. The legend who built boxing's biggest money machine, mentoring the next generation into an entirely new era of entertainment. But if you think this reunion is about nostalgia and respect, wait till you hear what the rest of the boxing world is saying. Let's be honest, this matchup looks wild on paper.
Oh, he shouldn't?
You don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. Do you think that Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds.
Gervonta Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro.
That's
what I'm saying.
You got Jake Paul,
he's a little
6'1".
man.
If Jake Paul's tucking up,
move on,
and absorbing punishment for walking forward, then look, there's a weight advantage.
British heavyweight David Adeleye didn't hold back, saying Gervonta's tiny, bro, 5'5", Jake's 6 foot. That's a lot of weight to walk into. He's not wrong. The size difference is absurd. Nearly 60 pounds separate Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. That's not a fight. That's a physics experiment. Adeleye sees it as a mismatch, not a matchup. Then you've got Earthquake, the American comedian, turning the debate into something both hilarious and brutally honest. Ain't no meat on that chin. Big dudes get knocked out real quick, but Tank gotta get close, that's the key. And he's right. This fight's not about reach or muscle. It's about rhythm, timing, and whether Tank's speed can overcome a size gap you could park a truck in.
I don't know, but Tank should beat him. Tank should beat him, but Tank is smaller. And usually in boxing, you take the bigger man, but then again, Terrence Crawford killed that when he beat Canelo.
They were the same weight.
Yeah, they were
at the same time. Well, no, maybe a little bit different after they rehydrated, but they weighed in at the same weight. There's a 30-pound difference between Gervonta and Jake Paul.
Between the laughs and the logic, one thing's clear. People are divided. Some think it's dangerous. Others think it's a spectacle. But behind the jokes and hot takes, the math doesn't lie. This fight is a gamble built on chaos. And that's exactly where the conversation takes a darker turn.
133.8.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, he 133.
It's a 60-pound weight difference.
Yes.
60 pounds.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, but ain't extra weight on that chin.
That chin is all bone.
That chin ain't all bone.
On Frotch on Fighting, boxing analyst Paulie Malignaggi didn't mince words. He called the entire event what many fans have been thinking. This isn't a real fight. It's an exhibition. You can't even bet on it. It's a circus, man.
I don't think people are talking about this enough. The fact that it's not a real fight, it's an exhibition. And people always talk about Jake setting up his fights. I personally don't think Jake sets up his fights. I think, there's sanctioned fights and, you're risking a federal crime if you set up a sanctioned fight. So I personally don't think, when I watch it, I don't. I just think he's fighting opponents that, are not with it anymore or are too small for him and whatnot. But in this situation, it is an exhibition. So you've got to keep in mind that this could be set up.
Malignaggi explained what most people don't realize. Exhibitions can't be bet on legally. That means they can look staged without consequence. If it's not sanctioned, he said, you can't treat it like a real bout. To him, it's all smoke and mirrors, a crossover stunt blurring the line between sport and spectacle. And he's not alone. Critics argue it's turning boxing into a sideshow, a bear versus human act for streaming platforms instead of a legacy sport.
This could be like WWE. This one could be set up. I don't know. I'm not saying it is, but this is not a sanctioned fight, champ. This is an exhibition. And an exhibition means you cannot bet on it. You cannot bet on the result. If you remember, this is why they changed the Mike Tyson fight from an exhibition to a real fight, because they realized, you know, an exhibition, you could stage it and they couldn't take bets on it. So this is an exhibition. There is no betting on it.
But when you add Floyd Mayweather into the picture, suddenly, the circus starts to look like strategy. Because if anyone knows how to turn controversy into currency, it's Money Mayweather himself. Inside Tank's training camp, you can feel Floyd's influence everywhere. He's not just fixing footwork, he's reshaping mindset. Every movement is sharper, calmer, more composed. It's the return of the Mayweather system, the formula that turned precision into paydays. And that's what changes everything.
I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have. You know, Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him.
With Floyd back, this fight stops looking like a YouTube stunt and starts feeling like a statement. A message that even in an exhibition world, discipline still wins. Robert Garcia once said Tank never gave fans the fights they really wanted. But now, he might be giving them the fight nobody saw coming. A blend of legacy, showmanship, and pure chaos.
So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize. But then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making. If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for $20-30 million, I would probably do the same.
When Floyd decides to train you again, he's not just coaching technique, he's crafting a headline. And this headline, it's already global. But behind the hype, there's a deeper question. What's Tank really fighting for this time? For some, this matchup is an embarrassment. For others, it's evolution. But in boxing, those two things have always been the same dance. Pride versus paycheck. Robert Garcia summed it up best. Belts collect dust. Money takes care of generations. And that's the truth. Tank's no longer just fighting for belts. He's fighting for freedom.
Blame him. You know, it's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care how many belts he won or who he fought. The only thing that matters is that he's going to be able to take care of his family, himself, for the rest of his life, and that's the most important thing. So I don't disagree with what he's doing. Do I like it? No, but I don't disagree.
The freedom to cash in, the freedom to entertain, the freedom to be remembered on his own terms. Mayweather built that path. He made the business of boxing an art form, and now Tank's following in those footsteps, walking the fine line between legacy and lifestyle. Sure, the critics call it a circus, but you can't deny it. Everyone's watching. Because this isn't just boxing anymore. It's evolution in real time. So maybe this isn't about titles or technique. Maybe it's about something bigger. Change. Floyd's back, rewriting the playbook. Tank's rewriting his story. Jake Paul's testing the boundaries of what boxing even is. Critics call it fake. Fans call it genius. But one thing's for sure, everyone's talking. Because at the end of the day, this fight isn't just a matchup. It's a moment. A collision between legacy, loyalty, and the future of combat sports itself. Maybe Floyd built the blueprint. Maybe Tank's rewriting it. And maybe Jake Paul is just the spark that lit the fuse. So tell me, who you got? The grenade or the giant? Let us know your thoughts in comments below.
I'm a 32.
Alright guys, for the best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss out on quality content and check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out.